Live from the basement of the Pentagon. This is W.T.F. Nation Radio.
Come on out, 1965, them boys were called upon. Some fist fighting cowboys in them jungles of Vietnam. I'm an airborne man, baby. Drop me anywhere you please. Yeah, I'm one mean motherfucker. Don't you never double cross me. 19 years old, doing the bidding for Uncle Sam. Desert boots strapped on my feet, machine gun in my head. I'm an airborne man, baby. Drop me anywhere you please. Y'all, I'm one mean motherfucker. Don't you never double cross me. Yeah, come on now. Strapped across my vest, 800 more, and I'm gonna pluck one in your chest. I'm an airborne man, baby. Drop me anywhere you please. Y'all, I'm one mean motherfucker. Don't you never double cross me. Oh, 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 yeah, I'm a mean motherfucker. Don't you never. I'm a mean motherfucker. Don't you never. I'm a mean motherfucker. So don't you never double cross me.
wear a condom. We're in Fayetteville. No one gets STDs here.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Hey everybody, what's going on, man? What's going on? I'm back a little bit. So, yeah, I'm back. TZ is still out. She's saving the world. Got some children to take care of, and so she's gonna be out for a little bit while longer. I'm gonna be back for a few weeks, and we'll get into this a little bit more later. But so I want to have a quick show, kind of hang out, see Heath. He hasn't yet to miss a show. But it's been near a month, so I figured I should probably check in with everybody and see how everyone's doing and see how everyone's been, and let you know that we're still alive and thinking about you and here for you and whatnot. So, yeah, hey, Heath, thanks for being here. Hope things are going good for you too, buddy. So yeah. But yeah, fucking fighting the election bullshit. There's been some stuff happening last month, hasn't there? We've been gone. So you're right, Heath. It is a new show though. But yeah, so God, I don't know. God, has it been a month? Might even been over a month, hasn't it? Jesus, it's been a hot minute, and I'm sorry that I took a little hiatus. But I had some family issues, personal issues to attend to, so I did. So in the next couple weeks, I'll be back for the month of October. And then 30 October, I'm getting my knee replaced. I have been waiting for years for the surgery, and the VA and my physical or my orthopedic surgeons finally decided that it was time. I am broken enough that they're going to replace my knee, so I'm going to get a total knee replacement. And that will happen 30 October. So I'll probably be out for a couple weeks after that. My bunker, my studio, for lack of a better term. It's always been called the bunker. It is in the basement. And I don't know if anyone's had their knee replaced. One of the hardest things apparently to do is go up and down stairs. So yeah, I'll be fighting that for a little bit. Heath asked how the new job's going. Job's going great. Being a bookie is amazing. It's awesome. Especially now football's here. This is great. I want to get King on, and maybe I'll do that next week. Him and I kind of talked about this a little bit before I had to go on a little hiatus about learning about sports betting. He is probably better at it than I am. So yeah, for those who don't know, I quit the weed farm. I like the weed farm. I like the people there. I like growing weed. I think it's a cool job. But the pay kind of sucks, and working for stoners kind of sucks. I like the people there. I like them. Great. They're great people, but they're stoners. Like that's most people that work at a cultivation facility are there because you get cheap weed. And I don't know. I just don't get it. I don't understand the business side of it. You think they'd have people do like payroll and stuff. To be a dick, but I don't know. I don't know. I look at the world a little differently now after working there, so that's cool. But yeah, so I'm a bookie. I said King Smith is the king of sports betting, at least in the WTF Nation realm. So I want to get him on. Maybe we'll do that next week. I said. Let's see, Little Plains. I'm still doing Little Plains. Had a couple win at the fair. That was good. It was probably one of the gayest things to ever fall on my face. But yeah. Let's see what else is new around here. Got my daughter moved into college. I think I did that while I was on the air yet. I'm not sure. I don't remember where all the stuff fell in my life. Since I was on last. But she's moved in. Let's see. Kids are in school. Homecoming's this week. I know homecoming here is not near the deal it is in Texas. I think there's some people that are way bigger fans of homecoming in places where they can, actually do stuff. But yeah, not here. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's been kind of doopy and dropey and all the things around here. So, let's see. Fighting the VA, like everyone else is. Let's see. What else? Ah, man, just hanging out, being cool, doing all the cool things. So, but yeah, I am flying solo tonight. Yep, that's right. Yeah, Heath has a granddaughter now. I forgot about that, dude. Yeah, that's awesome. Congrats, man. That is one of the coolest things. I can wait. I can't wait to be a grandpa, but I kind of can. Does that make sense? Like, I want to be a grandpa. I think it's going to be cool to have, like, a baby around a little bit that I can just give back, like, here's your baby. You come over and hang out with grandpa and then take your baby and go. Get your baby out of here. Yeah, I'm not ready but I can't think of any of my kids who are ready to have kids yet. If that makes sense. Like, I'm cool. I'm cool to be a grandpa. I'm ready to be a grandpa. But I really, really, really struggle to think which kid is ready to be a parent. I struggle with that. So, I have one more kid that's a senior. She's going to college next year. I don't think she's completely dialed in as to which one yet. But that is maybe I should have another kid. No, that sounds like a horrible idea. Maybe a grandkid upon occasion. But really, which kid is ready? Which kid is ready to have a kid? That's the question. None of them are. None of them are. And then we've got two more that are going to graduate in the next couple of years. I mean, and then there's Maddie, the youngest. God, my kids are going to be shit parents. I think Tori's going to be the only good parent. Maybe Mac. He might be all right. No one is ready when they have their first kid. That's true. That's partially true. I think there are people who are intrinsically good at being parents. And there's people who are not. Like, let's be honest. There are people who are garbage parents from the minute they have their kid until the minute their kid gets taken by CPS. There are people who are good parents. So I think there's people who are just born to be parents. So my wife's amazing. My wife is a fantastic parent. And that's why my kids love her, because she's a good parent. I'm a good yeller. I'm the disciplinary. I'm the bad cop. So maybe different with grandkids. So I don't know. I guess Heath. I don't know, Heath. What do you think? Is it easier with grandkids? Is it easier to like? I wish Taryn was here for this. I wish TZ was here for this conversation, because she is a grandparent, and she's an active grandparent. You know what I mean? She's not like the, like my grandparents were several hours away. So it's not like, I'd say my one grandma she was closer than my grandpa, who was 12, 13 hours away drive. But my grandmother was like 2 hours away. She would go to some of my stuff. She'd have an opportunity to go to a baseball game or a track meet or something like that. But like TZ is like active. She's there for a lot of the stuff. My mother-in-law's the same way. She lives real close to us, and she's there for like all of the things, right? She's like at soccer games and tournaments and all that, which I think that's a little bit different than just if you're like, sometimes you go, sometimes you don't. He said, so far, so good. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Oh, my wife's texting me, making fun of me. So I lived. I'll tell some stories. So my wife and I, when my wife and I met, we've been together a little over 5 years now. And he said he was raised by his grandparents. Not that my parents were bad. I know a lot of people like that. There's a handful of kids that I grew up with who, like, grandma, the one kid who was really good friends of mine, his grandma did a lot of the, I'm going to say parenting. Because both of his parents worked so much and she was there, she was present. So she was the one that would take him to like, they didn't live together, they lived close. But a lot of it, you'd see him with his grandma at like school stuff or whatever, you know what I mean? Because his mom and dad were so busy. And I didn't think it was until after, about the time we were like juniors or seniors, that they kind of throttled back enough to be able to kind of be more active in their kid's life. You know, that's a hard decision to make. I know we struggle with that a little bit. You know, there's that, there's always that struggle with a job. You either have time or money, right? But very rarely do you have both. And I think that's a balancing act that me personally, I've played for a long time, trying to have the time to like take care of my kids. You know what I mean? And so, but have the money to also take care of my herd of kids. Anyway. But so when my wife and I got together, the house that we live in now, she actually already had. And so I moved in, me and my kids moved in with her because it's a way bigger house. Now the house that I lived in the town real close to here, is an old family house, and my parents now live. My parents retired. They're actively moving into this house. And I saw a bunch of shit up there. Because it's not like I moved out, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's like there's stuff in like the storage areas of the home. You know, the basement, the attic of the garage, stuff like that needed cleared out now that my parents are bringing their shit up there. And so I had some of my stuff from the Marine Corps was stashed up there. I needed it in fucking 20 years, 25 years. And so my duffel bags, my sea bags, we call them the Marine Corps. And I don't remember if it was my buddies or somebody, like on the handle, you know, the grab handle on the side of the duffel bags, they wrote, "Hold here." So my wife and my family's all been making fun of me about Marines being stupid, about having to put the "hold here" on the fucking duffel bags. Fucking people. He says his mom had 3 other younger kids and his father worked overseas. That sounds stressful. That sounds super stressful. I'm kind of, I don't know. I think that'd be tough, man. Especially being the oldest and trying to be like helpful and not, because I don't know. I love my kids. I love my kids to death. Sometimes when they're trying to be helpful, they're actually kind of in the fucking way. You know what I mean? I think everybody fights that a little bit with younger kids. Like, oh yeah, hey, thanks for being in my fucking way. But anyway, yeah, especially working overseas too, being gone all the time. It's not like if they work like around here. We have oil rigs in North Dakota. And you have a lot of guys. And we have coal mines in Wyoming too. And a lot of guys that work the rigs or work the mines, and they're gone like I don't even know. They do like 2 weeks on. I think it's like 2 weeks on, 5 days off, or some shit like that. Or they'll have like a week off each month. Like, oh, the first week of the month they're off. Or some of the guys that work in the mines, they work when I worked in the mines for a little bit, and what I did is I worked 7 days 1 week and 5 days the next, or 4. I worked 4, 12 hours, 12 on, 12 off, for like 11 days straight, and then I would take 3 days off, come home, hang out with the kids and the fam for a little bit, and then I would turn around and go back and do it again. And that was rough. That was a rough one. So my kids were super young then. Yeah, my kids were like 1 and 2. I think like 1 and like just born. I was over in Gillette in the mines when my youngest daughter was born. When Jocelyn was born. And that was rough. He's at his dad at 28 and 28, but in India. But he did get to go to India a few times. That's cool. That's super cool. I think that... I know that was probably a rough childhood, like with dad being gone and shit, but I mean, I bet you got some cool stories that no one else has. You know what I mean? Like, who the fuck goes like, yeah, I'm going to India for fucking 2 weeks. Pause, bitches. Like, you know what I mean? Like, especially when you're a kid. Nah, that's cool. That's cool. Let's see. What else is going on? So, here's a good one. It's a drive-by story. I'll parlay this into the stories we had a couple weeks ago when Dick was here. So, my kids, you know what? They go to school. And part of now it's nice out still. Like, for PE, they'll run around outside. I'll go hang out in the the football field. They'll do like events, they'll walk the track, whatever, for PE before they're locked up in the fucking gym the whole winter. Well, so they were going out to play tennis or pickleball or some shit, and the courts are right next to the kind of the main road that goes by the school. And apparently, and I'm getting told this story like third hand by some kids, but apparently someone drove by the middle school kids who were going out to play in the or going out to play pickleball in the pickleball court or tennis or whatever and they threw a fucking dildo. Like, someone drove by and like lobbed a dildo out of their fucking window, and it like stuck on the fucking concrete in the tennis court. So, yay, dildos. Anyway, so there was that. Drive-by dildoing. Let's see what else. No, that's about it. Some dildos, some duffel bags, some, I don't know, just some bullshit. So, let's see what else is going on. Kid's home from the army. I know that was something that happened before I went to break. Yeah, he's home. Got a job. He's moved in. Get a little placey place. He's doing good. He's still on terminal leave technically, but he's doing good. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like I'm just kind of spinning my wheels. I should have bought a guest host on because I'm not prepared to do this tonight. It has been entirely too long. Being down in the bunker again. Yeah. I don't know. I miss this and I miss the people, and I feel badly because I don't have near the crowd connection tonight that I was wondering about. I don't know. I do this. Part of me does this because it does help my mental health a little bit. And I don't know. I've had a lot of shit going on the last couple weeks, and it's been kind of miss this. I miss this interaction with people and doing the radio a little bit, kind of hanging out, seeing people like Heath, who's here, dude. You don't even know how much I appreciate you being here, like, all the time and being part of this experiment we have, I guess. And so I really do appreciate it. I don't know. But yeah, trying to see what else is going on. But TZ, she'll be back. Let me look. I think she said like the 13th. Look, I don't want to lie to you. Yeah, about the 13th she'll be back. What do you think, tentative? So we'll have 2 weeks of no TZ and 2 weeks of TZ, and then I'll go to my surgery. So that sucks. But yeah, so it will pick back up. I'm sure it will, man. And it's gonna pick back up just in time for me to be done with my surgery. Maybe I've debated this, okay, of moving my rig like upstairs and doing something like see if I can download this stuff to like my laptop and just or something like that. Because I don't know, like I've got a pretty big rig. I got a pretty big setup. Maybe moving it to my garage or something. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do. I won't be able to come down here is the problem. I know that. So I may have to do it in the garage or something like that. Set up a curtain behind me so you guys can't see all my shit. Maybe it'll spur me to clean the fucking garage. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll just move everything up to the garage for the time being so I can get in there. I am. You can see all my stuff, my little planes, my pictures, my little wall. That was a COVID. That was actually one of the first things we did during COVID. Was we redid the bunker so I could set up my radio stuff in here. And because I was never on camera before, I was always cameraless. I had a camera, but I actually had it set up like in the guest bedroom, and I'd kick my son out of the guest bedroom for a couple hours. This is back. Oh shit! When I did Friday night, when I did not Friday night freedom, when I was with Minx yet, we did that. I was in my own bedroom at the old house, and I had a shit microphone and no mixer or nothing. It just plugged right into my fucking shit. That was horrible. That was just like the not even like a good XLR mic or not XLR USB mic. It was like fucking $20 off Amazon. But anyway, now I've got some better shit. I kind of want to, maybe I will move it upstairs. Then we can kind of hang out in the garage or I don't know where else I'd go. Maybe the corner of my dining room or some shit. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know. I'll figure it out because I don't want to not be able to do this for another month. You know what I mean? It's hard to keep turning it off and turning it back on again. So that's why I almost debated just keeping it off for another month until I was done. Need to get Minx back as a guest sometime. I wonder if she would. I bet she would. You know what I was really gonna get me though? Is the last couple years I've done it's been like Ice and I and Flash doing the election show. And I really like doing the election show. But that's going to be like not even a week after my surgery. I might be stuck in my fucking recliner still from that. I'll figure it out. We'll run it down. Let me see. I don't want this one. I'm checking my radio mail. See if anything cool happen. But as I'm doing this, we're gonna have to make some plans. You know what? I'll get a hold of Minx and see if she will guess the spicy election. Yeah, dude, it's gonna be fucking insane. I think. Am I the only one that thinks this is gonna be crazy? This whole the next couple weeks. Because what's it 6 weeks to the election, something like that? Just over now, just under 6 weeks to the. Oh, that's from August. All right. I'm just kind of I don't know, dude. This election's gonna be fucking insane. It's gonna be absolutely insane, and I'm not sure how to take it because I'm just kind of, I don't know. I'm a political science guy, right? I'm a history and political science guy, and this is just so unprecedented. All the things that are happening in our country, basically. We are in such uncharted territory that it's hard to lock it in. It's hard to I feel like the last couple elections, I have been so far off on what I thought. When I went to bed after the last election, I really thought Donald Trump was going to be the next president or would be reelected. And he was not. I thought in 2016, when Donald Trump was elected the first time, that there was no way he's going to win. And he did. I am not super pro-Trump. I'm not super pro-Harris either, so don't even fucking start with that shit. I'm not super pro either one. I like Kamala Harris way more than I like Joe Biden. And I like her way more than I ever liked Hillary Clinton. I think Hillary Clinton is some sort of personification of evil that this world just cannot stand and cannot let be in power. Now, that being said, I'm pretty libertarian, and I voted libertarian in the last 2 elections, and I don't know that I can this year. I don't even know who the libertarian candidate is this year. The last 2 election cycles have been the most, 2016 and 2020 and now 2024 have been some of the most unelectable candidates to ever get put on a ballot. And the third parties, it's not just the Libertarians, it's the Green Party, it's fucking, there's several parties, right? But the Green Party and the Libertarian Party are kind of the top. Neither one has given us a fucking candidate worth a shit. And why? Why not? You know what I mean? Like, why not? Like, if you had an independent candidate, a Ross Perot kind of candidate, and not fucking brainworms. Okay, let's be fucking realistic here. Brainworms was never gonna fucking go anywhere. Why not? Why not have a Colin Powell or a General Mattis? Yeah, Heath, I can't believe it's come to this either, dude. I don't know. I don't know, man. What do we do? I can't vote for Trump. I cannot, in good conscience, as a Marine, I cannot. There are certain people in the Marine Corps history whom have reached a status which are almost godlike. James Mattis is one of them. I would follow that man into any fucking. It could be, we could be in Ukraine in those trenches, and he's like, "Hey, Radar, you come with me. We're gonna storm that trench." And he's fucking doing it, and I'm fucking following him. Because even as a 4-star general, he's gonna be right there in the fucking front. And that's the way he's always, from his taking over as the staff duty officer on fucking Christmases, so the fucking lieutenants and captains can go home to their families, to the way he commanded troops in Fallujah, to being the supreme ally commander of NATO, like all the things like he's done is just, he's top notch. And to question his intelligence and integrity is just, that's too much for me. His personal attacks on general officers and military officers, instead, on strategic matters that they have studied their entire life for, shows me the kind of quality of a person that he is. I don't know the economy. I don't know a whole lot about a whole lot. But when I have people whom I think are subject matter experts and you question their intelligence, when I know that you don't know anything about it, that's the mark for me of an unintelligible and unintelligent person who should not be in power. That being said, Hillary. Oof. But I look at Kamala, and what has she done? She's unproven. But you know what else is unproven? A brand new car. If you got some rusty fucking 80-year-old piece of shit that always breaks down on you and is gonna fucking baffle all the mechanics, or you have a brand new unknown that will probably last the 8 years, 8 years. I don't know. Trey Gowdy, yeah, I think he could have maybe got some votes. I think Trey Gowdy he's too abrasive. He's too abrasive. He's kind of like he's like a Matt Gaetz. You know what I mean? It's like he doesn't win an argument by bringing up the best point. He brings up an argument. He wins an argument by being the louder person. I like Trey Gowdy. I like some of the stuff he believes in, but I don't completely think that he would. Look, we as a country are so far divided left and right. We need somebody in the middle. I think Kamala Harris is more middle of the road than Donald Trump or Joe Biden. I don't think that Joe Biden has been making a lot of decisions that have been running the country for the last couple years. I don't think he's really been in charge of much. I think the arguments that come up when they're like, well, why doesn't Camilla change it now? How much power does a vice president actually have? How much power does a president actually have? But there are certain things that if she was the president, she could have executive power and change some of the things. She does not have executive privileges because she's not the president. She's the vice president. And so she can't dictate policy. She can't form a cabinet. There's a lot of things. The vice president is basically a figurehead. That's it. So all these people are like, well, why don't you fix shit now? Because she can't. She can't. And I don't want her to. I want the person who's the president to do that. We elected Joe Biden to be the president. He should be performing those duties. If he cannot perform those duties, he needs to step down. I think he should have stepped down. But it's whatever. I don't think he should have been president in the first fucking place. But after January 6th, and after the vicious attacks on the moral character and intelligence of our general officers, it makes it hard for me to fall in line behind Trump again. It's hard for me as a veteran to say that Trump is the candidate for veterans. The guy who has called us suckers and losers and doesn't want to hang out with us for very myriad of reasons. He will never understand the sacrifice that some of us have made and some of us have been forced to make. I don't think he will ever, and no fault of his own. No fault of his own. He was born into privilege that most of us will never know. I know I'm not rich enough to bang porn stars. Throw that out there. You know what I mean? I'm not famous enough to do that stuff. Do I think that he's evil? No. I think that he is insane. I think that if you listen to his speeches as of late, I think he is suffering from the same mental cognitive stuff that Joe Biden is. That's it. I think that's where he's at in life, and I think that's unfortunate for him. And I feel bad. I feel badly for Biden. I feel badly for Trump in that. We've all seen parents or grandparents or great uncles or aunts or something that go through mental decline, and it's tough to watch. And I feel badly for them. I do. But I think it's time that we shift gears a little bit and bring younger people into politics. And it's at all levels. Whether it be for the fucking school board on up to the Congress and the president. I think the Oval Office should be filled with someone that's younger. Team Elon? Man, that guy's fucking nuts. I love you, Holly, but that guy's a fucking nut job too, man. Come on. Come on. There's gotta be, and this is where we're at. This is where I'm at. Is I really feel like the people who are really good at stuff, who would make really good presidents and congressmen and representatives and all of the things. I think that everyone who's actually good at this is like, fuck it, I'm out. You know what I mean? Like, nah. I would have voted for RFK, man. And there's no way, dude. Come on, seriously? I would have voted for him just because it'd been fucking hilarious. Yeah, fucking driving one of the fucking Air Force One, hitting bird strikes or some shit. He's out there scraping the fucking pigeons out of the intakes and fucking throwing him in the luggage hold, man. That'd be hilarious. The fucking, how he like decapitated a whale and like strapped it to the fucking roof of his Suburban or some shit, and there's whale juice leaking in on his kids. Fuck, man. Seriously? You'd vote for whale juice, and he's like telling him how he had a brainworm and it like ate part of his brain. Come on, dude. Oh, I wonder. Look, I kind of don't give a shit what other countries think about us, because I think we're the greatest goddamn country in the face of the earth. But like I've studied politics, right? And the politics of like England, for example. Like they have the House of Commons, which is like the Senate, right? But with like a fucking 2-drink minimum, dude. Those people like scream at each other and they're fucking mean and they say dumb shit and fuck, dude. Like, yeah, Vermin Supreme. I actually think that dude's more fucking sane than fucking RFK Jr. is. Come on, man. Fucking RFK and Elon. Jesus Christ. Here's the thing that I just don't understand about those people. Because Vermin Supreme, honestly, he gets up there and he's like, I'm dumb. But like, RFK Jr. is like, no, I'm smart. I know what I'm doing. No, you don't, dude. No, you don't. I'm just trying to figure out how fucking Elon Musk is fucking rich as shit still. Like, I wish my family was born into money. That'd be fucking sweet. Whatever. Anyway, Elon is too spicy to be president. No, he's fucking. It's not that he's spicy. He's. I don't know what kind of drugs famous people take, but he has taken way too many of them. Or, and I'm not saying this to be mean, but I've wondered this about him, if he's like some sort of like the savant kind of autistic. You know what I mean? I really think that Elon Musk is like that savant type of autistic. That he is just so like brain working on a different level that he doesn't understand the shit that falls out of his face. Like the day-to-day conversation stuff that he says and the way that he is. I really think that's what Elon's problem is. And I'm not saying that autism is a problem. I'm not saying that. But I think in his capacity, like I think that he's just honestly kind of like, and I don't think Trump is like this. Cody says he is autistic. It shows very well. I think so too. I think that people like Elon and Trump, both of them, would be so much fucking better at what they do if they would just shut the fuck up. Trump is so narcissistic and fucking ridiculous, right? When he got elected the first time, okay, when he first came to power, God, that's a fucking weird term, isn't it? When he first got elected in 2016, if he just would have shut the fuck up and said truthful sounding things, okay, then he would have won a second term and been a fine president. But he's got this problem where he can't shut the fuck up. I know people who snort Ritalin doesn't mean they were autistic. That's true. But here's the thing, like, there's like autistic, and then there's like, because there's like the autistic that where you just sit there and you fucking sort your cars and the fucking toy cars in the right color. He's not that guy. He's the kind that's like fucking, I don't know, designing computer chips or some shit. Or just so I honestly, I don't think he's like that kind of autistic. I think he's like the money. I think he's good at seeing investments and fucking putting money where it needs to go and moving money where it needs to go. But then again, he does dumb shit like buys Twitter, and his fucking Twitter stock, like fucking, that has drained him. Twitter is fucking not. I mean, he's still got way more fucking money, but he's just lost his ass on that. Trump is a showman. Trump is not a politician. Trump is a performer. Trump wants to perform. He wants the admiration of being president. He doesn't have a plan. He's said that. He keeps saying that. I don't have plans. He doesn't have plans. He's simply there to be the president. He doesn't give a shit about the rest of it. He just wants to be there as president, which is whatever. So, I mean, like, he is narcissistic, which is whatever. That's fine. Call a spade in the whole deal. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't give a shit about me or you or anybody. He gives a shit about himself. That's what he's there for. Which isn't always the worst thing. You know what I mean? I think I just kind of wish that he would say that. And then make him honest about it. You don't gotta lie about fucking people eating dogs. You don't gotta lie about fucking being on Oprah's final show. Motherfucker, we all watched Oprah's last show. You weren't on it. You know what I mean? Like, better to be narcissistic than the complete moron. Possibly. But here's the thing, though. A narcissist will say or do anything to get what they want, and then once they have it, they don't do anything with it. Right? He wants... the best thing that I saw the other day, and I should have fucking saved it and showed it here tonight, because it made me fucking think of this whole fucking conversation, okay? Was like, there's that old Jim Carrey show where the fucking dude's like locked in a bubble. The name of it escapes me at this very moment. The Truman Show. We need to do that with Trump. Just everyone fucking tell him that him and JD Vance, tell him that he fucking won, right? Put him in a fucking bubble, and we can all watch the show. It'll be hilarious. And then throw in some fucking, I don't know, Israel bombing some shit. Throw Netanyahu in there. He can guest star sometimes. You know what I mean? And fucking see how Trump would like solve the problems. And if it fucking works, that's a fucking good idea, then we can try it in the real world. Right? If it's fucking the most asinine fucking bullshit, make it work in Trump's world. But it doesn't fucking work in here. It can be the Trump show, the Truman Trump show. And just fucking lock him up in there. Be fine. I think it'd be perfect. And Trump would be happy. Trump would be happy as a fucking lark in there. And the rest of us can go around living in the fucking real world, dealing with real world fucking problems, and not fucking people eating cats. You know what I mean? Or having what he want, like fucking 80% tariffs or some shit. Yeah, he does have personality disorder. I don't know. He's just, I think part of it is his narcissistic behavior and his mental decline. I think he's turning into that racist old uncle. You know, Trump fucking 10 years ago was sharp and on his game. He's not that anymore. He's not the Trump he was fucking, over 10 years ago. I'm sorry, he's not. And so those are the problems he's running into. And, you know, we watched that decline happen with Joe Biden. We watched it in real time on television. Got him at the fucking Biden at the goddamn. Did you guys see him at the fucking UN the other day? Holy shit. He like didn't even know where the fuck he was at. That's dangerous. We don't need that again. Hire the girl who's not 100 years old. And then next time, get someone even younger than that. Get people like my age. Get people in their 40s in there. We need another JFK. We need to find someone who's another JFK to reset. It's been that same generation. And it's time for a shift, I think, in politics. You look at people like Glitch McConnell and Nancy Pelosi and all those senators, congressmen, representatives, whatever you want to call, depending on where they're at, that are a million years old and they're out of touch with reality and they don't know what the AI is or the internet. They don't know how to work they don't know how to work the iPhone. Like, that's not where they're at. You know what I mean? And it's fine. It's time to retire. You should not be regulating things that you do not understand how they work. Period. Yeah. Cody said he saw him last year on the 4th of July on the South Lawn. He was lost on stage. His wife had to call him over. She even said, "Stop wandering, Joe." Yeah. Barron will make it eventually. Barron Trump? You think he'll be president? I honestly, here's what I think. Here's what I think about maybe not Don Jr. or fucking the other retarded one that's all loudmouth. They're kind of political now, but I think Barron, I honestly think Barron just wants to be a fucking normal kid. You know what I mean? He just wants to go to college and like bang chicks. Like, I think that's why he stays out of all of it. I don't know. I think maybe once he grows up, here's the deal. His dad is doing so much to fucking tarnish their name. I don't know. I hope so. And here's the thing. Like, what's it? Fucking Don Jr. is fucking spouting off some shit. I think Barron will be a good kid, given the chance. Hopefully. I don't know, man. I do feel bad for the kids being in that situation with the dad being all fuck crazy. I feel badly. But I don't know, there was some, I was watching fucking TikTok because I was bored. And fucking Joe Biden's granddaughter was on there talking a bunch of shit about him, how he's fucking ridiculous and da-da-da-da-da. And he is. And he should be fucking stopped. But he's done. Like that he's done. What will we do the next 4 years, 10 years, 8 years, 400 years? I want peace and prosperity for not just my lifetime, but for my kids and my grandkids' lifetime. And I don't think, okay, I feel like our country is resilient enough to make it through any president. I believe that. But when you have, get a job out of the U.S., I fucking should. No, I just want to fucking retire. I just want to retire. I want to be retired. I'm fucking over it. But I don't know. I want my kids and my grandkids to grow up in a decent world. And I feel like when people are willing to overlook the faults in their political candidates and only focus on the negatives of the other candidate, that's when we're in real trouble. There's no longer a discourse in this. There's no longer people saying, you know what, hey, I know my guy might say some dumb shit, but he's got some good ideas. I have never once heard a Trump supporter say that. I have never once heard a Trump supporter say, you know what, hey, he says some crazy shit, but I like him because he has some really good ideas about X, Y, or Z. Okay. Now, flip side of that, we could take, it was Biden, and now Kamala Harris. And, you know, and I've been following this rather closely. I feel like both of the candidates, okay, are really lacking in the policy department. They're very much lacking in the policy department. The policies that I've heard from Trump, he's like gotten mad and then said, I'm going to put 400% tariffs on somebody. Oh, no, you're not. No, he's not. And then I don't see a lot of substance in the policies from Kamala Harris yet. But I really feel like, because it matters what policies they represent. But what policies do they represent? The only policies that have come out of Trump's mouth that I've heard have been reactionary and asinine. We're going to have the biggest deportation in this world. What is that? You think that's really going to help anything? You think that's really going to help anything? No, you're not. It's not. It's not going to help nothing. What's your plan to solve health? What's your plan to bring down the cost of childcare? Well, childcare, is childcare. Yeah, I fucking know it's childcare. What are you going to do about the price of it? He doesn't fucking know. Right? And then they get asked question like, well, how are you going to fix food prices? Oh, well, we have to worry about nuclear weapons. No, how does that fucking equate? He just fucking spouts off some bullshit for like an hour and no, it doesn't make any fucking sense at all. And then on the other side, you have a candidate who's been the candidate for like fucking 20 minutes who's kind of avoiding questions because she doesn't know the answers to them yet. So what do? Realistically, what do? Nothing. I feel so that's why people like Kennedy. I didn't hear much policy talk from Kennedy either. Because it got lost in all of the fucking dumb shit that fell out of his face. But as a country, we deserve better than that. We just do. We deserve better. And we should require better. If somebody had a husband as narcissistic as Donald Trump, most sane people would tell them to leave the relationship. He's abusive. He's untruthful. Get out of that. Get away from it. You deserve better. We as a country deserve better. Same thing if somebody you knew was married to a woman like Kamala Harris. She doesn't have a plan. She's just there. In all fairness, I hate saying this. I hate hearing this. But when people are like, oh, she slept way to the top. Did she? She went to law school, passed the bar. I can't do that. Was she stuffing Joe Brown or whatever the dude's name was? Yeah, fuck it. I just don't know. We deserve better. We deserve better in all of that. And so, the way I look at it, if I wouldn't tell a friend of mine to marry that person, why the fuck should we as a country adopt them as our fucking president? Right? And think about that. If either one of those candidates was your kids' age and your kids brought them home, hey, Dad, this is my boyfriend Don, I'd freak out if he talked that way. You know what I mean? Ask him a question, start talking about nuclear weapons and fucking eating cats. Nah, dude. Nah. I just can't. I can't get behind it. I have friends. No, not really. I have a couple. They hang out sometimes. I just couldn't, man. And same with Kamala. If my son brought Kamala home and she just sat there and giggled and made dumb fucking noises and had that stupid face on her fucking and had no substance and was just sitting there like, ooh. I couldn't tell my son to marry her. Why should she be our president? So what do we do? What do we do? And a lot of the things that people are attributing to the Biden presidency, some of it was on him. At least his son's getting some. That's true. That's true. I don't think. I think there have been some things, some specific issues that I can think of that haven't been handled the best from the Biden administration. I think that pulling out of Afghanistan the way we did was not correct. I don't think that was the smartest move. I think we should have prepared that better. But that deadline was put in place well before Joe Biden was put in office. I think that his uneducation when it came to the military and to what their capabilities were, I think led to a disaster there. But though that timetable was put into the works before Joe Biden took office, and he didn't know how to handle it. COVID, I think both presidents handled COVID very, very poorly. I think Trump very much dropped the ball on COVID. I think he didn't understand it, and I think his reactionary nature caused that crisis to get worse. And then Biden and his inability to fix the problem made it worse. And then the answer to hand out stimulus checks, and everyone's loved getting that stimmy money. Everyone loving them stimmy checks. And it did stimulate our economy and kept us going. It did keep the economy flowing and kept the economy moving. But unfortunately, the ripple effects of that have caused a great amount of inflation. And both presidents handed out fucking money like it was going out of style. So when I look at the inflation problem, that's just now finally getting a hold of. The Fed is just now getting a hold of that inflation problem. That's both those presidents' fault. It's both Trump and Biden's fault. Trump's handing out stimmy checks, fucking Biden's handing out stimmy checks, tax incentives and tax relief and all this, that, and the other, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and this, here's a bunch of free money, go spend it. I mean, hey, don't get me wrong, I loved the being locked at home with fucking Tiger King and fucking stimmy checks. I want to go back to that. I wish that was my life. I wish my life was nothing but fucking Tiger King and stimmy checks. See, Holly, no, it hasn't. No. She says, more has gone to Ukraine than anywhere else. That is the most insane argument ever. Ever. We don't send Ukraine any money or very little money. We give them our old shit that's going to go sit in the fucking desert. And then we buy new shit for our fucking troops. I think we should give them everything. I think we should give them all that fucking old shit that's in the fucking desert. All them fucking F-16s that are sitting there in the fucking desert, give it to them. It's going to fucking sit in the fucking desert. We're not going to use it. All those tanks, give them. All those tanks that the Marine Corps is turning in because the Marine Corps no longer wants to have an armor doctrine. The Marine Corps is turning in all their M1 Abrams tanks. Give them all to fucking Ukraine. Let them kill fucking Russians with them. Because we've already paid for it. We're just using that money to account for it. We're using that money to buy new and upgrade our fucking current tank fleet. Absolutely. I think we should do more of that. And what it's doing is it's creating jobs in America to create stuff to build these things to go to our military. Well, they get the fucking secondhand bullshit. Let them have all the M113s and fucking old-ass howitzers and shit. Give them the old M198s. Give them all of them. All of them that's in the fucking desert. Give them all of them. Kill fucking Russians. That is exactly what that stuff should be doing. Because it's not doing us any fucking good. We're not giving them any fucking... We're using that money to buy new shit for us. Fuck it. Give them all the old ACP fucking uniforms. Give them fucking everything. Give them all of it. Yeah, they're getting analysts for sitting in bunkers for years. Or fucking HIMARS rockets. Fucking Cody's a 13 Mike. He knows exactly those fucking rockets and missiles they're fucking getting. And if we don't use them, we have to pay to fucking demill them. And a lot of those old cluster warheads and shit, all those old fucking missiles, those old ATACMS missiles that are going to be fucking, that are obsolete. Give them. Bye. See ya. Fly away. Give us new shit. That's where it needs to go. 100%. Is it free? No, it's not free. But it's just a transfer of funds to our fucking Department of Defense budget to buy new fucking shit for our troops. Absolutely. Absolutely. And fucking get people like Rock Island and shit fucking jobs building 155 rounds. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fire up that industrial base. That's what we need to do. That's what is going to get us out of fucking that. Honestly, that fucking war in Ukraine, if we do this right, that's the people always, okay, go to the Great Depression. Okay. Everyone thinks that things like FDR passing Social Security and fucking all the Hoover Dam projects, all the giant projects he did in the West, all that stuff got us out of the Depression. No, the fucking Second World War did. The Second World War is what got us out of the Great Depression. It fired up our industrial base. It fired up building fucking thousands of airplanes and ships and tanks and trucks and hundreds of thousands or millions of fucking artillery rounds and fucking small arms ammunition. All that stuff that we built for the Second World War, all that stuff we built, that's what got us out of the Great Depression. If we want to get out of this financial funk that we're in, we need to build stuff. And the one thing that this country is good at building is fucking tanks and trucks and artillery pieces and jets and fucking small arms ammunition. We are fucking geared for it. We have all this shit here we need to make it. Let's make it, send it there, fucking kill Russians. Abso-fucking-lutely. And take that fucking money and put it back in our coffers. That is what's gonna, that honestly will get us out of this funk faster than anything else. Put us on a war economy, this people will be there. We'll be in Iran next. Fucking probably. Those fucking douchebags. And this is what I don't fucking understand. This is what I don't never understood why we invaded Iraq in the first place. Other than that oil. We should have fucking been in Iran the whole fucking time. As they're sitting there fucking launching missiles at our boats. Yeah. Do I think we need to be at war with the world? No, I don't fucking think that. I think, you know what? Honestly, the best fucking money we spent is fucking Ukraine. Give them everything. And then we can just bomb fucking Iran from here. Bye, see ya. Here's have some Predator drones. Fucking suck a hellfire, dude. Do it. As long as we're not fucking over there fighting, we don't need to be dying. We don't need to be dying for these fucking joints, but fuck them. I think that's the best fucking money we ever spent. I say we're not fucking sending that. It's not like Zelensky comes over here and we hand him a fucking pallet full of gold or some shit. You know what I mean? We ship him fucking and it's fucking coming from storage. My kid fucking delivered it for 2 years. Fuck it. Bye, see ya. We should be giving them all those fucking, there's jets in the fucking desert just sitting there. Fucking give it to them. Bye, see ya. Ain't kamikaze them bitch as far as I'm concerned. Fuck it. As far as I'm concerned, right now, every Russian soldier in fucking Ukraine should die. Period. Fuck them. I don't know. Maybe I'm just narcissistic too. But it's just hard for me to look at stuff like that and people are like, oh, we sent $60 billion to Ukraine. Yeah, we spend dumb fucking money on the dumbest shit fucking ever all the time. All the time. We spend money on fucking research projects to fucking what makes frogs gay or some shit. I don't know. Like I said, all that spending goes right back into our military. Goes right back into our arms and ammunition, and I think that's one of the best things we can do with it. If we're gonna buy weapons, and we're buying the latest and greatest for our troops and we're recycling our old shit by giving it to Ukraine, do it. Fucking all day long. All day long. So, I don't know, dude. I just fucking... I feel like there are people in this world who cannot be dealt with logically. And I feel like Vladimir Putin is one of those people. Kim Jong-un is another one. Xi, China. They're so insulated. And they think nothing can happen to them. Maybe we ought to show them. I don't know. Fuck it. Oh, well, as I'm pissing off all my viewers, I should probably shut the fuck up for a little bit. But no, but genuinely, we're back for the next 4 weeks. I don't have any cut sheets. Let me go to my calendar, see things in there. So October 2nd, 9th, 16th, and 23rd. So we have 4 more weeks after this. And then I will be out for a while with my knee replacement. Like I said, I may move upstairs. We may figure some shit out. I'm not sure. But in the meantime, I was only going to do about an hour tonight, and that's all I'm going to continue to do. I think I'm about done for tonight. So I appreciate you guys for being here. Heath, Cody, again, Holly, I do appreciate you. And I'm sorry, Holly, if we disagree on that. I still love you. I just disagree with you. And you disagree with me, and that's fine. But see, we can have that conversation. And that's what is great about this, is we can have a conversation and still love each other in a bit. So I don't know. There's so much wrong with all of this. And I think this is I want to end on this note, is whether you think something's a good idea or a bad idea. Whether you think that this person caused the issue or this person caused the issue, or whether you think that this person is the best one to handle it or the worst one to handle it. The point of all of this is we want to make our country better for the next generation, and better for the next, and better for the next. We want to make the United States the best fucking country in the world. And there's different ways of doing that. There's different opinions on how to get us there. But the point of it is the vision is the same. No matter who you vote for, no matter who you support, no matter who you think is the best candidate for president or House or Senate or Supreme Court justice or whomever, everyone wants what they think is the best for this country. And I think that's what we need to remember. Whether somebody votes for Harris or somebody votes for Trump or somebody votes for a third-party candidate, everyone wants what's best for the country. Or they should. And I think that's what we need to remember. So I want to wrap this up, but I want to say this, though, before we go. The people, we can argue about president. Top. We can argue about DC stuff. Okay? But the greatest impact on your life is made in your local elections, whether it be for school board, for mayor, for city council. Those are the ones that have the greatest impact on your life. Okay? Even if you think your vote doesn't matter, or you vote for Pedro, or you think your vote doesn't matter in the general election, it does absolutely matter in your local elections. And educate yourself on the ballot initiatives, whether it's legalizing marijuana or restricting abortion or legalizing abortion or fucking the tax code or whatever's on your local ballot. Learn about that stuff. That's the stuff that affects you every day. The president fucking doesn't give a shit about you, but your city councilman does. Your school board does. Your school board cares about your kids that are going to school. Those are the stuff that you need to pay attention to and do your best to affect positive change in those directions. Because they're the ones who are going to they're the ones who are going to vote in your football coach or vote for funding for your kid to go to Paris in the history trip or some shit. You know what I mean? That's the stuff. That's the stuff you see every day. And Cody's right. They have to see you every day. You see them at the Walmart. You see them at the grocery store. You know what I mean? Those are the people that affect you and yours the most. Be educated in that and help make those decisions, even if you don't agree with the president or vice president or senator or representative. And so I'm going to leave on that. But keep trying to make the world a better place. Make people smile. Make people happy. That's what we're here for. We're here to support each other and make each other happy. And I do appreciate everyone for being here. Tonight you've been listening to me, Radar, rant on the smoke pit for a little bit. I will be back next Wednesday. I will be here. And I'm going to try to have King Smith on. I haven't talked about that yet, but I'll see if King can do it. If not, maybe I'll have a special guest co-host. Maybe I won't. We'll see. But I will be here next Thursday. Now, tomorrow night, Thursday night, is Sergeant's time. ICE. They will be talking all things sergeanting. Friday night is nothing. Saturday night is nothing. Sunday night's a sports bar with King Smith and Coach. They'll be talking about, I'm guessing, some football. Are you ready for some football? Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, football. Then Monday, it's Monday edition, aptly named. They'll be talking about current event stuff. And then Tuesday night is Friday Night Freedom on Tuesday. Jesus Christ. Tuesday night is Pop Culture Warrior CQ, talking about some pop culture stuff. Agatha all along. Imagine there'll probably be some topics in there and just some good fun stuff coming from CQ, and then come back to me next Wednesday right here in the smoke pit. So thanks everyone for being here. Sorry it's abbreviated. And we'll try to get my blood pressure and blood sugar straight so we can be here for longer next week. I do appreciate all of you guys for being here. I love you so much, and I will see you next week. Shots.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Well, I guess I was born with a gun in my hand. We'd walk the big clear cuts in the pine timberland. Well, the army man told me that I could defend the free. Oh, and draw me a paycheck and get a tech school degree. I said, hey now, Sergeant, that sure does sound fine. Well, a sawmill ain't hiring. Tell me, where do I sign? Won't you light a lantern for me? I'll be gone, but not long. Won't you keep a candle burning? Won't you leave the porch light on? And they still hold a gun, and it's the suit of a soldier for your southeastern son. Well, tell mom not to worry if she's taking it hard. Never thought I'd see action back when I joined the Guard. Well, all this will be over more later than soon, as a road and a letter beneath the big Afghan moon. Won't you lie?